Gender and diversity have allowed CEOs to gain a broader perspective of employee and customer needs, empathy, pragmatism, and diverse schools of thought, which gives leadership more confidence they are making the right decisions. According to last year's McKinsey's diversity study, companies in the top quartile for gender diversity on executive teams were 25% more likely to have an above average profitability. And in fact, greater the representation, the higher the likelihood of outperformance. Gender diversity is clearly correlated with both profitability and value creation. Joining me today is Pinky Mehta, the CFO of Aditya Birla Capital, who also happens to be the first woman CFO in the entire Aditya Birla Group, to share her story of leadership so we can inspire more women in technology and business to pursue their aspirations to grow. Thank you for joining us, Pinky. Pinky, let's get started. What do you think are some traits that you think great leaders possess?
The traits that great leaders possess is they always carry their team together. You need to give them the sufficient empowerment, give them the decisions making power, and they should own the responsibility and the sense of belongings also. I think you need to create a culture where your employees are excited to come to the office every day and contribute to the organization goals. But lots of opportunities are there, not being just CA or an engineer or the doctor. I think lots of opportunities are there. जो अपना मन की जो इच्छा है वो करो, but do it with passion. Do it with lots of commitment.
Pinky, what advice would you give to women who are trying to break into leadership positions? Where do you think they should start?
See, the thing is that as a woman, if you have aspired, to come to a management position or the leadership position, the fire should be in your belly. You need to come out. You need to break the glass ceiling. You need to cross the bridge. You need to accept the challenge. That's the thing. And you need to come out from your comfort zone. Seize the opportunity. The opportunity would have the challenge. But I think you should have you should be brave enough to, embrace the challenge.
Pinky, what is one leadership lesson that you've learned in your career that you swear by?
The way I have reached to the top is, if I tell you my journey, that I had only handled taxation, accounts, legals in all my life, the merger acquisitions and all these things. So in the year 2010, when I was offered the job to be heading the corporate function, which was the management service division, which was announced a management consultancy for the whole group. Since that point in time, I thought that I'm deviating from my, the big career where the people tell me that, oh, she's a master in taxation, she's a master in, the accounts, the secretarial, the Companies Act, whatever you ask her, she's able to, But then I thought that I won't be able to reach to the top because I've never done the kind of SOPs, I never done a kind of the business reviews. I've never done a kind of, the large procurement for the group, like a coal, insurance, the large spends and all these things. It was totally, I had to work in the logistics. I had to work in the problems of marketing for the group. I had to work for the production. I think, but that gave me a good platform to understand the full group. I was looking only for one company. That 5 years stint from 2010 to 2015 made me travel to most of the factories of the Aditya Birla Group. I could understand the varied business, what kind of thing it gave. It groomed me overall, that I did not have to look just at these aspects, but these are also the equally. And what I feel that you don't require such kind of knowledge. You can get on hands-on when you find, such kind of logistic problem is there. What can be the solutions? How you can improve the truck turnaround time and all these things. I have worked in such kind of, for 5 years, but I really enjoyed the different projects. You need to take the challenges. You need to seize an opportunity. In the year 2015, Mr. Birla and Dr. Mishra told me that we never have any women CFO. We would like to be. If I said I won't be able to handle the do work, I have been what I have been doing. But I said, yeah, it can be done by me also. I never knew the office which was renovated by me for my boss. I never knew at that point in time in the year 2008 that I'll be sitting on the same chair like a CFO. That's the thing. So I think you need to come out from the glass ceiling. You need to take challenges. You need to take calculated risk.
It's a really powerful story, Pinky, in terms of taking those calculated risks and going with the flow and enjoying it too, right? Like I think the examples you're giving in terms of finding solutions, zooming out, why not? Having that attitude to say, yeah, let me give it a shot. Why not? Right? That is where there's a lot of skepticism for women sometimes to take that next step because it's in the unknown territory. What is your work-life balance philosophy?
See, my work-life balance philosophy is that when I am home, then I would be totally with my family, unless I have to do something at home. Otherwise, I never leave office unless because I don't want to carry that baggage here in my house, and that will reflect on my family life also. Because that at the back of your mind, you always your attention, so you get irritations and all these things. So I would always like to keep all these things tense. Means I would finish off everything. I would not leave the office unless I have finished off all my priority works, so I can happily go and enjoy with my family, forget, and I can only plan for my next day, whatever needs to be done.
Pinky, as a female leader, what has been the most significant barrier in your career and how did you overcome it?
Mankaran, if I tell you that fortunately I'm blessed that I did not had, any barriers. Let me start from my childhood. Though I am a girl, but I've been, always been trained as a boy. I used to take many decisions along with my father in his business. So that kind of empowerment. See, everything depends upon how was your upbringing. In the sense that you had your parents used to ask your opinion. You had a freedom of speech. And the other thing is that whether you had a self-imposed barrier which you had kept it at the time when you are bringing, so that's a first stepping stone for this thing, that what is your upbringing, whether your family respected you, they gave you a good education. That is first thing. The second thing, even when I got married, I had a tremendous support from my in-laws and my hubby, that I can pursue my career. They had never stopped me that that you're just sitting at home, because I'm coming from a very conservative Gujarati family, to be very frank. And in my caste, I'm the first one to step out and do a job, and that also the first chartered accountant in my community, to be very frank. But even before my marriage, my father allowed me, to do a job. The only thing he did not allow me is not to travel. In fact, in one of the companies, they said that you have to go to the Germany and then you have to stay for 6 months. That my father restricted. He said, no, I would like you to be with me only, and whichever company you join, but you should come back home. I would not like this. I'm talking about the year 1988, 89. I think it's very far behind at that point in time. Now if I would be happy as one of the parent if my children tells me, mama, if my daughter tells me, then mama, I have to go for the training for the 6 months to US or Canada, or the things, I'll be happy. I'll just say, okay, go. At that point of time, the things were different. And that also coming from a very conservative, the Gujarati business community where the woman doesn't work, So I was blessed that even my in-laws allows me to. The third thing is that my bosses, whoever the previous bosses I had, 4 or 5, they've always tested my skills and they've challenged me each and everything for the high responsibility, So that is, and the lots of support by way of my group also gave me by way of whenever I've taken the hard responsibility, they've given me by way of coaching, mentoring, and all these things. And as a group, IABG group also believes too much in the woman diversity and the inclusions and the woman empowerment. So we have lots of the policies, the programs, and all these things which encourage really the deserving woman, to come to and to take the challenging assignments, reach to the management of the leadership positions, And believe me, when I joined in 1991 in Birla Group, in the company called Indian Rayon, which was then renamed as Aditya Birla Novo, Mankiran, they did not had ladies toilet also. They had receptionists also as a male. They had secretaries also as a male. So when I joined, and there were 30 males, they were seeing me like as if an animal had come. Someone alien has come, that much treatment. When I went for an interview, everybody, for some reason or other used to come to the reception. I still remember, and they were looking at my face. Oh, she's the one who is, I'm the first lady who have joined, the corporate group. So you understand that how I would have handled all of them. But we really worked. I really worked enjoying with them, to be very frank. And they never treated me. On the contrary, they helped me, to be very.
What has been your most rewarding project you worked on, and what were your takeaways from that experience?
My rewarding project was a last project I tell you that in the year 2015, when I became the CFO of Aditya Birla Novo, the first project was given to me was to demerge Madura Garments to a Pantaloon, because Pantaloon was taken by us from Mr. Kishore Biani, and to make it as a one listed entity, which is a listed entity of a fashion entity, merging the Pantaloon and the Madura together. So you have all the brands at one place, then, and it caters to all the segments of the society. The next project which came to me is a surprise to me that, oh, we have made you the CFO, but we need to vacate this position in the sense that your company will be merging with Grasim, That's the thing. And then we will be carving out a financial service company, which will be a holding company of the full financial service business of the Aditya Birla Group, and which will be listed. And that was a very challenging task because so many regulators were involved. And it was there was a merger of Aditya Birla Novo into a Grasim, and then carving out a financial service business company and making listed. And Mankiran, and once we listed this Aditya Birla Capital, it was a small company. So I really take a pride in making this full company. The full team was made by me. That earlier it was only 2 or 3 people. I made the full MIS team. I made the full accounts team. I made the full secretarial team, full compliance and regulatory team, in the sense that, and all the respective CFOs, BIT is a CFO of the life insurance, health insurance, having common, the policies across, the reporting and everything. So I think I really take a pride that I really got an opportunity of creating something, Means I did not got anything which was on a platter. I had to create. So I think I really feel pride that I could do it. I really, and it was a challenge, to be very frank.
Pinky, we'll do a quick rapid fire question then. And, this is meant to be one word, very fast responses if you can. Favorite day of the week?
Favorite day of the week is Sunday, because Saturday, when I'm enjoying holiday, I would have finished everything, in fact, of putting up groceries and everything. So Sunday, I usually prefer that I don't do anything and have time only. Some me time is there for me.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Strawberry.
What's something you could eat for a week straight?
I like curd rice. Curd rice with a pickle and the South Indian papad,
If you were given the opportunity to fly into space, given today's technology, would you take it?
Yes. I'm very adventurous, to be very frank. I have even done a paragliding from Alps.
What are you reading right now?
Right now, I've started reading, I think it will amuse you, but I've started reading Gita. See, the thing is that Gita mein only, karma karta jaa and all these things, but I wanted to understand 18 adhyayas, what is the meaning of each and every, the meaning of each and every shloka in each and every adhyay.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise, because I'm an early riser.
Mountains or beaches?
Beaches. I really love it.
Winters or summers?
Winter.
Thank you, Pinky. Really appreciate your very candid responses to the questions. I've really enjoyed getting to know you, your career mantras, having the fire in the belly, and making sure that you take the team along and get out of the comfort zone and seize the opportunity when that comes in, and then make sure that whatever you do it with full passion. So I'm sure everybody will really enjoy listening to it, but I really enjoyed getting to spend this time. So I really appreciate your time as well.